There is a rising philosophy on the internet known as looksmaxing, where men treat their daily appearance like a loadout screen in a video game. This worldview treats physical features, like a sharp jawline or a specific shoulder width, as biological weapons designed for social dominance. Tech longevity advocates argue that your face is a literal currency. In this logic, youthful skin is an asset used specifically to secure career progress, optimize mate selection, and enforce your standing in a hierarchy. It relies on a binary calculation. Youthful skin is good, and aging skin is bad. This chart tracks raw physical beauty as a floating, independent asset. By equating youthful looks with social leverage, appearance is monitored with the same cold detachment as a bank account balance or a standardized test score. Reducing aesthetics to a mechanism for leverage strips out humor, self-knowledge, and proportion. There is a word for people who view the world through this hyper-competitive lens, and that word is ugly. While infinite resources should, in theory, buy biological perfection, the reality of the ultra-wealthy often suggests otherwise. When tech founders attempt the jump from geek to sleek, the result is frequently a try-hard aesthetic. The effort to look good becomes instantly visible to everyone in the room. Weaponizing vanity to aggressively assert dominance or project a manufactured youthfulness creates a glitch. The transparency of the effort exposes the very insecurity it was meant to hide. Vanity is often confused with pride, but the two concepts face opposite directions. Pride is self-regarding, while vanity is inherently focused on how we are perceived by others. The economist Adam Smith famously argued that properly organized self-interest provides a societal good, noting that the baker's desire for profit gets dinner on the table more reliably than their kindness. Vanity functions on a similar economic level. When used correctly, it acts as a form of social utility. Channeled towards social awareness rather than raw dominance, vanity becomes the invisible force that brings order and joy to communal life. Physical traits, like a heavily muscled physique, or expensive items, like a high-end watch, are legitimate forms of power. Some people have them, and some do not. Raw power often presents as an aggressive force, pushing against its own boundaries. Yet masculine elegance relies on active restraint. True style holds something in reserve. It presents an appealing surface, while intentionally leaving the viewer wanting more. Scent follows this same rule. A quality cologne should be pleasant, but it must operate almost subconsciously to be effective. It should never demand the attention of an entire subway car. Even a powerful physique requires concealment. Athletes with massive shoulders often look awkward in tightly cut clothing. They require soft tailoring to ease their visual impact. Whether the asset is muscle, luxury timepieces, or fragrance, presentation dictates the result. Good style is achieved exclusively through the deliberate concealment of power. The longevity crowd treats the passage of time like an enemy combatant, fighting frantic, expensive battles against wrinkles and incoming jowls. Attempting to dress or optimize your way out of your biological age backfires. It turns the subject into a fool. The alternative is prioritizing proportion and self-knowledge over forced youth. The painter David Hockney serves as a cultural archetype of this grace. He looks incredible because he isn't trying to look younger than he is. Accepting the physical reality of the calendar is a mandatory prerequisite for possessing any kind of authentic, dignified style. Flamboyant style can succeed, provided the dresser has the self-awareness to know exactly where to stop. While rare moments demand absolute aesthetic theater, pure spectacle is a separate category from standard daily style. At the opposite end of the spectrum is the absolute floor, a hypothetical existence completely devoid of any effort regarding appearance. You can survive without caring how you look, but a world populated entirely by people who reject aesthetic effort would be dreary and uninspired. Ugliness is rarely a biological trait. It is a behavioral failure. It happens when aesthetics are treated as a dominance hierarchy, or when the social contract of style is rejected entirely. The act of getting dressed functions as a form of hospitality. It prioritizes communal awareness over the cold pursuit of biological leverage. Pulling yourself together is a physical reminder to consider how you are perceived through the eyes of the people around you. Authentic style is found in a quiet balance. A man should be exactly vain enough to make other people happy.